Hi, this is Phong, and I'm gonna be talking about starting a business. But I'm gonna let you know more about myself. Um, I started my engineering career back in 2014, working for Zodiac Aerospace, which is now known as Safran Aerospace. Back in 2014, I was a manufacturing process video editor, and before I even get to talk about starting a business, I'm gonna be talking about myself a little bit and my background. I did give up my career as an engineer, but I do have plans trying to do something related to the actual like industry itself, but in a different way because I'm going through some issues and I have to do it differently. It's gonna be a side project, but hopefully it could take me somewhere in the future, and hopefully it's a success. So yeah, but for Zurich Aerospace, which is now known as Safran Aerospace, I was a manufacturing process video editor. So what I did was basically going out to the production floor and recording videos on how the products were made. So for Zodiac Aerospace, which I like to keep that way because that's how I remember it. They focus on the interiors of the aircraft, which is gonna be like the restrooms, the entertainment systems, and the overhead bins. So basically, the overhead bins is just like storage where you put your bags and your luggage up on the pretty much the ceiling of the aircraft. But that's just the interiors of the aircraft. Safran Aerospace is over in Plessis, France, so they pretty much do everything over there. So yeah, for that one, it's just basically for what I did as a intern. I just basically did like little training videos on how the actual product was made. So it's just either I'd be doing like insert edge fill, I'd be doing like panels and trying to bend them and trying to make sure that uh, they're in the correct form, or it would fail and the production works had to redo it all over again. You'd be doing like sub assemblies, you'd be doing assemblies, and then you'd be doing like final assemblies, and then you have to do some testing to make sure it passes before it gets sent out to the actual company. So you do the final work before the actual product itself. The whole product itself is finished. So yeah, but that was for a year, and I really liked it. But I was able to get promoted as a manufacturing engineer or operator, and it was a much more sort of job that I did which was an internship. It now went from a small scale to a very very big scale. So just studying how products were made, it went from a bigger scale, which I got production lines. I had to analyze how not how the actual product was done, but the steps of how the whole thing was made. So I'm not getting into much detail. You have to look at it. So I had to do some problem solving. I had to do some critical thinking skills, and you're not gonna get it right away. My advice to the young people out there is just absorb as much information as you can and do the best you can. That's all you could do. Hopefully, you get the right mentor, the right team to help you along the way, and hopefully, you do something great. You might be wondering why I gave it up because I wasn't very happy about it, and even though cars is my passion, I had to do something different. So my career now is gonna be doing the entertainment industry as an actor, director, and producer. This side project that I've been doing, which is related to cars, but we'll see how it goes because I want to help other people, try to make it successful and try to help others like live life. I always wanted to do something life changing, world changing. So hopefully it works out. But my career I have to focus on it first because that's a really important job. But both jobs are really important, so we'll see how it goes. But now it's been since I started my former career as an engineer back in 2014, 15, and 16. Those 3 years is a good learning experience for me as an engineer, and even though it was hard, I couldn't see everything, but I did understand like the basics of how a business worked. But all this business related terms like stock, stake, and shares, it just came up. So I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, but the thing that I thrived the most is gonna be two areas. It's gonna be recently it's been operations, like how the flow works, and design. Design. That's my strength that I've been working on for a long time since I started my education for engineering. Fell in love with SolidWorks right away and never gave it up. Never did, and I kept working on it. Uh, in another program called Adobe Creative Suite, so it'd be Illustrator, Photoshop, and a Premiere Pro. So just trying to do photo editing a little bit, trying to create graphic designs, and trying to do video editing. So it's some things that I still do, but in more. I don't know how to say it, but it's more detailed in a way. That's how more detail oriented. So it was a good learning experience. I went from video editing. I went to like 3D modeling. I designed like war guns. I designed human powered vehicles, a tricycle basically. I designed an exterior car. I designed parts and everything. But recently, for the past couple years, I just started doing graphic design, trying to do like clothes, trying to do logo designs, trying to do uh, fashion design. So and trying to. So I also did videoing. So I'm just trying to do all of it together and. Something similar to like industrial design, but this engineering aspect that I learned recently, which we'll be doing operations, so at least to now. So so basically for operations, there's a lot of things that are involved when you're doing operations, but the most important thing of how I'm starting a business is just basically money. You need money. You always need money in order to do a business. So I'm not gonna tell you how like what I'm getting myself into, but it's gonna be cars. But it is what it is. I'm gonna be sharing it with my other YouTube channel. Not my primary, but my secondary. So yeah, but basically starting a business. So you always need money. You always needs to have money. And there was a statement that Mark Cuban said, which I never forgot. So here it is. So when you start a business, you never want to take a loan unless you know what you're doing. Most people here in like the general public, they always take the loan and they just try and make it work. But in terms of like trying to do something like very big, like you want to do like bicycles, you want to do like cars, or you want to do like retail, you always need to have a plan. And if you end up like doing something like very big and you end up like winging it along the way, then the result is that you might fail. You gonna get crushed. You gonna fall down so fast. But you need to have a plan. So that's that. But going back to stock, stake, and shares. Basically, these three terms, you need to know it very well. There are different terms that you want to know, but these three terms are very old. I don't want to keep using it because it's something that you need to remember before you start learning the other terms. So stock is basically it's just basically what. So think of it as a company. So stock is just basically how much money is within your company, and then so say you have $1 million, right, for your stock. So your company is valued at $1 million. Now stake is basically the amount of money of your own product where you made it yourself, not through anyone else, yourself. Even though you can ask like a vendor to make it for you and it's labeled under your name, that's yours. So that's stake. So stake is basically you made it yourself, even though you get a little bit of help for it, but it's under your name, under your company. So that's stake. Your own money that you're selling to other people. So that's that. So the last ones be shares. Basically, this is like investments where people who see your company and they look at your actual like product and they want to put money into your company. So they can either throw money, they want to throw investment to see how well you do, or they could throw their own well, there's two ways you can do it. So one is basically these people are interested in your business and want to see how it works. They can just throw the money in, and then there's just like try to like uh just basically like share money in a way and see how it works. If you don't like it, they would just cut it off and then probably like negotiate to see if they have some of the money back. So Shark, Shark Tank. That's actually a really good show. On ABC, you can watch that whenever you want to. It's actually a really good learning experience because most people they just start doing their own business and then they try to see if they could get a agreement or to make business. So it is what it is. Um, just watch that. You'll learn a lot. There's little things that you have to see in order to understand it, but that is up to you. So going back to the second shares, basically you have like these other people. So basically you say like you have a Best Buy, right? So Best Buy, I don't know if they have their own personal products that they sell, but this is where you have like multiple products. So you have a HP, you have Dell, you have Samsung, you have Apple, you have a bunch of like different electronic devices. You have toys, you have transportation devices, you have a program. So basically, that those are basically seen as outside products outside of your company. So that is basically shares. So the second part is just not money but product. So companies outside of the company want to throw their products into your company so they can sell. So this is just basically in a retail view. So shares, you just throw your money into the company into your company and you sell, and then they will be able to make some money out of the purchases that you get out of your company or your store. So there's that. So it leads to that's just learning about starting a business and learning about money. So once you want to start a business and you have the money, you need to create a system. So this one, it's gonna be. I have a little guide sheet, guidelines of how I want to talk. So yeah, but all of this is gonna be it's gonna be similar to any other business, but you have financing, you have marketing, financial like financial companies, market businesses, you have like retail, you have manufacturers, you have like grocery stores. All of it is the same thing. So what I'm sharing with you on this video is it's pretty much the same thing through every business. It's just like you're dealing with like computers, dealing with money, manufacturers. You have to make actual parts, and then you have to do a lot of like moving stuff around. You have to negotiate, make money. And it's literally all over the place. So yeah, but I'm gonna just try to use this as in a view of retail. So purchasing and inventory control. When you start a business and you think of a retail standpoint, um, so when you want to want people to buy stuff from you, basically you have to figure out how to get these customers interested into your business, your company, your store. So you have to brainstorm a little bit and try to see what people like, just based off of what you like, what you wanted to share to other people, what you like about your business. So you have that, and then you have to like find out what products you want to buy and put into the store. So you have that. So that's just purchasing, and then once you have the idea of how you want to sell your stuff, then you open your store, and it's gonna be a uh, long it's gonna be a long waiting game because when you start a business, it's gonna be booming right away. It takes a lot of work, a lot of patience. But once you start making sales, then this is where inventory control comes in, because it's purchasing, buying stuff is easy, but being able to like learning how to like getting things coming in and coming out, that's the hardest part. So you have that. So this is a small business platform. So this is a small business platform. This is how you learn how to start a business. But once you start making money and you feel more confident with where you're going, depending on where you are and with what you have, then you have a you'll be able to expand your business. But you're not gonna be able to do it right away, because you have to pay for a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things you have to think about. But once all those years kick in and you feel like you can make the transition to a little bit more bigger business, and just try to like probably like however you want to make your business a little bit more bigger, or you want to open a store location, then you can do it. So that leads to something like distribution centers. I mean, so basically, when you have two stores, so say you're in like Orange County, California, and you have one in Los Angeles, California. So you have to literally go back and forth to like both of these locations, and this is where it leads to distribution centers. So remember I told you about stake and shares. So when you're dealing with distribution centers, these are basically companies where you basically have like your own product, and you have another product that another person is interested in investing into your business. So once you start delivering your own stuff into those two stores, and then that other place just starts giving their own products into your store, then basically those two companies is basically like they're like basically like vendors in a way. So your stuff's being made, or the ones that you feel like is very, very important to you, then you put it in. But with the ones that's stake. But when it comes to shares, you have to order from them, and they put it in for you. So how you get products? Distribution centers, vendors. So your stuff, their stuff, put into it. So that's distribution centers. So we have and now going to I'm gonna skip some of the stuff, because it is what it is. So in order to operate your business, you obviously need some electronic devices. So you need computers, you need cash registers, you need phones, you need uh, like a device where you can track your purchases and try to identify like where things are, and within the store you have that. But that's just the basic. So you need electronic devices in order to keep your business up, get money, and track everything. So yeah, but the most important part, this is where I really I thrived, because I've worked at restaurants, I've worked at grocery stores, I worked at um dealerships, car dealerships. I worked in assembly. I worked in warehouse. So I've literally been all over the place. It's been a very, very rewarding experience. I've never regretted it at all, even though it's a lot lower prepare uh, before I gave up my engineering career. So yeah, but so operations. So all these jobs I had, all these skills. It was very, very useful, because I learned a lot about like how things worked within like the store, the company, the business, and I'm already sharing with you already. So operations. So this leads to floor layouts and schematics. So when you're in your retail store, you're trying to figure out how to put things. So you need something like tables. You need like countertop tables so you can put your cash register, and then you need like something like shelves. You need like refrigerators. You need like freezers. You need like a bunch of those stuff. But the thing is, you need to know how to organize all of your things. So that's this is where your self instincts come in. This is how where the creative thinking comes in. This is where the problem solving comes in. And to learn how to organize the whole entire floor. So you have that, and then you have to learn where. So once you have your furniture, then you have to learn where to actually put your stuff out and make it presentable for other people to see. And then you have to do the extra work so that leads to something related to sales. So you have to get price tags and actually put it on, and then try to know where to put things, and then you're gonna be like all over the place. So you'll be doing that on the move all the time. There's always time to make improvements, but it is what it is when you're starting. So there's that. But once you start making sales and you feel more confident, then you have to do some process improvements, or try to find ways to make more sales and try and make improvements where you could probably like make something better than what you had before. So yeah, but then this is where it really picks up. I'm gonna end it really fast. So once your store runs out of like certain things, certain products, then you have to reorder it again, and then distribution centers will be once you order, the distribution centers will be coming back with their trucks back to you, and they have to unload and then replenish all of your products onto the shelves, refrigerators, freezers, wherever it is in your store. But the thing that I've learned recently, and it's been really frustrating, is the replenishment, because sometimes when you do your business, it can be difficult because this is your business, and some people, when you hire people, it's gonna be hard because people don't really understand, and it's gonna be very, very frustrating for you at first. But there's I'm not really into computer science and something related to programming, because I'm not really into it. I do find it very, very useful, but a career in software is in general, I know, like, I know computers is really, really important. I know phones are really important, but and apps, I know what it is. But when it comes to like if you think about Apple, you think about Google, you think about Disney Plus, you think about Hulu, you think about uh, Netflix, those kinds of things. They're very, very useful. But things outside of those good companies, outside of those apps, it's not that really, really useful, and it could just like put a stop to you. And but the thing is, manufacturing is a very, very big job. It's a very, very demanding job all throughout the whole entire world. Without manufacturing, then you won't have any of this in your room, in your house, out there. It's a very, very software and computer science. It's a big job. It is, but manufacturing is a very, very big job. It's a man's world out there. So don't take it for granted. Just be grateful that manufacturing is around. So, but everything is important. Just letting you know, whatever you do with your life, everything is important. Everything. If you want to be a doctor, you want to be a nurse, that's the point. We always need those people. You want to be an engineer, you can be an engineer. You want to do farming. I know farming sounds very, very dumb to you. It's not. These guys make a lot of money. Farmers make a lot of money. They make wonderful money. They work hard, but they make wonderful money. I just learned that recently. It's a very, very important job because I don't want to eat crap. So farming is a very, very good career. Agriculture is actually a really good career. These two are very, very important because you want to make sure it's green. So most people don't really think about farming, but farming is actually a really, really good career. So because you need food, you need green, you need to keep your world green. So it's a really good career. So manufacturing, just like making stuff, it's good. Being a doctor, like just like taking care of people in general, trying to be a trainer. All the things that you do is very important because you can't just focus on like all these kids. I noticed recently they want to get into computer science, but it's not really all about that. It's doing what you feel that makes you like interested and eventually makes you happy. But the thing is, I do have something to say due to past experience. Most people when they go to college, what I really do recommend um, getting a degree, whether it be associates or bachelor's, because I've noticed a lot where pretty much the elderly where they are not happy with their lives and only have a high school diploma and they end up doing work and they're pretty much stuck with their lives. But I've been trying to push certain people I've worked with in past and they don't feel motivated, they want to do it because it's just a waste of time. But getting a degree actually does really help you because it helps you. It gives you not like a platform, but it helps gives you more options of what you want to do in life. But getting a degree is good for you, and it gives you more opportunities. It gives you it could eventually get you outside of the retail store and actually work somewhere else. But it depends. Not retail store, but I'm working at Target right now, and not only can you be like a assistant manager, you could be like multiple positions where you could be doing like merchandise, you could do tech, you could do like food and beverage, you could be doing pharmacy, you could be literally all over the place. So those things, it could be it's a very, very good opportunity. So I highly recommend that you get associates or bachelor's. So it gives you out of the hole, but don't just think that you just like do the retail job and just think that you're done because those little things, there's little things in that job that you did when you first start doing your job. It might take you somewhere, so never forget. I haven't forgotten. So yeah, but that's that. But that so yeah that so going to school is important. Don't be stuck with like don't feel stuck. Don't ever get yourself stuck because my mom says this. Um, in life, you never stop learning. You gotta keep going. And I thought that I'd be done like studying, but recently, no. Even though I do work hard, I never settle. But it's just that I've been more driven. So yeah, but going back to business, replenish. So just basically trying to make sure that you have your products and putting it back in, and all of this stuff doing business, it's literally all over the place. So as I said before, all the jobs that you're doing in your life, so basically like starting a business, same thing. It's the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing over and over again. You have to learn how to do it. You have to learn how to think, how to improve it. You have to make some big adjustments, or have to make some small adjustments to make sure you still try to stay alive in your business. But everything you do is important. So you have to learn how to adjust and keep adjusting to everything that comes your way. So yeah, but now heading towards the end of the video. The most important thing is that you make sales and make more money. So yeah, but my career is gonna be in the entertainment industry, doing acting, being director and producer, trying to make good movies to teach people and show people what society is really like. I want to share my story, the things I went through, and share it to other people so people don't go through it ever again. Um, Learning, teaching about the good things in life, the bad things in life, and sometimes there's good people and there's some really, really bad people, and just trying to teach people not to ever do it again, or it leads to a lot of problems where it's just gonna end up going bad. So that's my job, that's my goal, and hopefully it just gives me a very satisfying and wonderful ending to my life. I worked hard my whole life, and hopefully it keeps going. So yeah, other than that, just keep making money, make sales, make money. Hopefully get a good career, do well in your business, and the other side projects would be cars, but we'll see how it goes because I have to focus on my career first before I actually do my other one. So yeah, but other than that, thank you for watching. Hopefully you find this video useful. All right, thank you, bye.